Okay, we'll call a meeting to order. This is the Alton Budget Committee. Today is Thursday, March 10th, 2011. It's 6:10 p.m. at the Town Hall, and we'll have a roll call. Steve Miller.
Mark Dekoff.
Barbara Howard.
Virgil McDonald.
Doug Kirkpatrick.
Pat Fuller, Selectman's Rep.
Jeff Sancier, School Board Rep.
Okay, thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I don't see anybody but public input. Anybody? Hearing none. Please look at the agenda. I'd just like to scratch off one item. School board membership, Part D, I'm sorry, Roman numeral 8, Part D. There was a question from a member that has since been answered. I assume, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I motion we accept the agenda as amended.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Now,
Pardon?
do we have to go down, we're going to continue to do, when we
call
vote, by name?
No, that's just for the warrant articles.
Just for warrant
and stuff.
articles?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Thank you. Okay, we have minutes to approve. Let's start with the earliest ones, which I believe is January 11th.
I move we accept the minutes of January 11th as written.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
I do have some
Aye.
amendments.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know who you want to go first. And if you had, do you want me to go through them?
Okay. Were you present at the meeting?
No, but I was given a copy to bring some changes. There's some numbers that are wrong in the minutes that need to be corrected. So no, I wasn't, well, I was present at the meeting, but I wasn't present as a school board representative.
Okay, so normally you would abstain
abstain from me
from
voting on
the minutes, but you want to make changes. So are you going to abstain?
Well, I'm not going to vote on the minutes as I wasn't listed as being present. I was present for the meeting as a school board member, but I wasn't here as a budget committee rep. Krista was here as the school board rep that evening. Obviously, Krista couldn't be here tonight, so I do have some corrections to the minutes that I've been asked to bring forward. I won't vote on them in the end. Page 2, the last paragraph, second line, where it says 8,000 and change. If you want the correct number, the exact number is $8,882
In place of 8,000?
and change.
Okay. Go ahead, please, again. 8,000.
882.
882, thank you.
That's down to the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, it is down.
It's down to the bottom.
It says it right in the, later in the
It says it
paragraph.
on the last line.
Okay.
Well, no, it also says it right in the middle also.
And if that was the exact words that were stated,
Her exact words.
Okay.
Ken, you're not going to change them.
All right. Page 4, down under second motion, account 2130 health service. The budget committee, I believe, recommended $88,096 as well. The $212,000 would be for the cost of guidance, so I think that was just a copy.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Do you have that, Carol?
So health services is $88,000?
$96.
And guidance is 212,440?
Yes.
That's what I have in my
That's what
minutes.
I had.
No. She's talking where the Budget Committee recommends.
See,
There's 212 on both of them.
Oh.
For health and guidance.
Okay, yes,
And it's supposed
Oh,
to,
yeah, gotcha.
okay.
Moving along to page 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 11 lines up where it says, C. Stewart noted that this is a conceptual design. Maybe we want to check to make sure it was Chuck Stewart. I don't believe Chuck Stewart would have been talking on issues related to that specific topic in those minutes, so I don't know if somebody wants to confirm whether or not that was him or somebody else.
where is it on page 5?
About 11 lines up.
About a third of the way up from the bottom. And it's, see, procedures is the first word, and then it says, see, Stewart noted.
I don't believe it would have been Chuck Stewart talking at that time.
But you don't know
But you
for
don't know
sure.
that.
I don't know who it
you
was,
don't know.
but we may want to check to see who it was, if that's possible.
Carolyn, if you could just double,
There was two gentlemen there, and one of them didn't say their name, so
one was the superintendent, which is Bartolomucci,
Okay.
and the other one was Chuck Stewart.
So change it to the Bertoli?
I don't know, we don't know that.
But this,
We don't know.
This,
Okay, well, I would have to watch the video then.
this
Yeah.
discussion here is in regards to the Alton School budget and the building and grounds
Okay.
issues. So I don't believe Paul Bartolomucci or
Well-
Chuck Stewart would have been involved in any
Well,
of
we
it.
need to check the tape then, we
Right.
just can't be,
Okay,
So I
I'll check the tape on that.
I'll
can't
get
be
the-
arbitrarily.
And is everybody, nobody here, I'm sorry, does anybody here have a problem with Carolyn just after she sees the change, just making the change?
No.
I don't.
I don't
I
have a
don't.
problem.
Is that a problem, Jeff?
No.
Okay.
that it?
Is that it for this one?
Let me just double check one number. The page 7, Article 3.
Article 3,
Right.
Article 3, I see it.
Down at the
Go ahead.
bottom.
Yep.
The 12,961,169. At that point in time, was the only change that the Budget Committee made was to reduce that number by $30,000?
Correct.
Okay, so then the number listed in Article 3 is not correct.
Okay, it should be 12 million,
931?
9:31?
931, 169. Would you double check that as
Actually, that
well?
was taken off of their paper.
Their paper?
So, yeah, because that was taken off of the papers.
Okay, because I have a note here that's incorrect, so,
That's the only way I get.
Okay.
So,
and I think the last item I had,
Why don't we change that to 12 million, 931, 169?
9:31.
Because that's certainly what we meant. Yeah. And was that before we reduced it or after? I don't know. Anything else?
and the only other thing that I have a note on is on page 16, there was a discussion, and I know there was a follow-up at the January 17th meeting. I don't know if anybody recalls, maybe Pat, you might, but there was a discussion about whether or not, I believe that whether or not the selectmen put in merit increases into the town's default budget, and I think that was a question that was asked, and I don't know if we want to include that text in there as well.
It's right here. Pat Fuller noted that last year, only 90 town employees received a step, and there was no COLA. There were merit raises given last year, and that comes right after Terry's question
Right.
about were there raises last year.
So the town was on the default budget last year.
Well, we level funded the default budget from the year before, and last year, the default budget was higher than our regular budget, so obviously they're going to vote for the regular.
Okay.
So last year was not a default budget.
All right, so that's all the only change that I had.
I need a motion on the January 11th.
I move we accept them as amended.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain?
I'll abstain.
Any opposed? Okay. So that's 502. And today's 310. Okay, let's move on to January 13th.
Do you have changes to these?
No.
I move we accept these January 13th minutes as written.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Passed. Any abstentions? Nope, you were here.
I was
Okay. January 17th next. Does anybody have any changes to January 17th?
I move we accept them as written.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions?
I'll abstain.
6-0 to 1. Old business, is there any other old business? I couldn't think of anything. For the record, congratulations to Barbara Fuller and...
Barbara Howard.
Barbara.
Pat Fuller.
You're close.
How am I doing? Actually, I was thinking of Greg Fuller sitting there. For some, congratulations, Barbara Howard and Doug Patrick on the election. And
And to you, too.
Thank you.
You
And-
too, Steve.
Thank you.
Who wrote me in for the planning board?
Yeah, I got into. Anyway, what?
And Pat,
And congratulations, Pat.
Thank you, sir.
not easy standing out there on that concrete.
No,
right.
not for 12 hours.
I did it and I'll never do it again.
There was one thing that I had. Oh, yes. For the record, everybody here has taken the oath of office. Have you, Pat?
I can't take it till Monday.
Till
None
Monday?
of us can take it till Monday.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Why is that?
We went down and took it
Because
today.
of recount, somebody
Gotcha.
wants a recount, they have until Friday at
That's
5
disputed, theirs
p.m.
weren't disputed,
You swore us in.
right?
It doesn't matter.
You
It
still have
doesn't
to wait.
matter. You
Okay.
still have to wait.
We'll take it
Somebody
again.
off the street walked in. and
We'll
said,
take it again.
Count.
No big deal.
Okay.
So you,
We'll have to do it
Monday
again.
morning, you can get sworn in.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
If you
And
want.
again from when I swore you.
We'll do a redo.
Just got sworn in downstairs for the town clerk.
Oh, well, if she swore you in, then
She did.
I have to wait because
maybe-
it was a contested race.
What we ought to do is, can we have her post dated? So Monday? So
No,
it's
if
not
she
official
swore you,
until Monday?
If she swore you in, you're good.
then you're good.
All right.
But she won't swear me in until Monday
I don't think
morning.
anybody's going to contest the budget.
Nobody else wants this job.
Okay, let's move on to election of officers for next year, and we'll elect two, a chairman and a vice chairman, and I open the floor to nominations.
I'd like to nominate Mark DeKoff as chairman.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
I second.
Do you want it again?
Okay.
Do you
What am I
want it
seconding
again?
anyways?
Mark DeKoff as chairman.
Okay. Is there any other nominations?
I'll nominate Steve Miller.
Okay.
I
second
second
it.
that.
Okay, there's two. Is there any other nominations?
Can't lose.
Oh, you know where you two were sitting?
Is,
Don't you take a vote on each nomination before you move on to the next one?
well, I think everybody's entitled to know who's running, so they know what choice to make. Otherwise, you're voting on one without knowing the other. And I'm not saying I want to do it. I'm just saying that you're voting on the first one with no idea what the alternative is.
I agree with that.
Okay, so,
Strangest run committee I've ever seen.
thank you.
Well,
We have our
just
own-
look at the people.
We have our own setup. Now, don't mess us up. We got our own.
It's a
little
hybrid.
setup. It's worked good for years.
This is what I inherited, and this is what's going forward.
And it works.
And it works
Most of the time.
most of the time. Okay? All those, any discussion? All those in favor of Mark DeKoff for chairman next year, raise your hand.
Well,
For all of
you're
us.
going to vote for him.
Abstain.
We'll all vote for him.
Okay?
Steve raises his hand, so that tells me, I was going to say, did you want to be chair again? No.
I'm going to take a year off. All those opposed? Any abstentions? One?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, congratulations.
For yourself?
What do you mean, we
You
got,
can
Are we going to vote on you?
we got to vote for you now.
Okay.
Well, he
Nominate
just got
Steve Miller.
everybody, so.
I'm going to vote for him.
All those in favor of Steve Miller for chairman, raise your hand.
You can't vote twice. Yes, you can't.
Oh, we got one arm, huh?
I motion Steve Miller, vice chair.
I second that. All those in favor?
All those in favor? I abstain. All those opposed?
Vote early and often.
Good.
Well, I know
Want me to
that,
finish
but.
this?
Yeah,
meeting
you
up?
can finish this one.
And you got, okay. Let me see here. Copies of meeting requests, this is just an FYI. Terry Noyes requested 3 copies of budget meetings. There were one was 9/26, which we did not have a meeting. I believe one was for the 13th, and
Which 13th?
February 13th, and there was another one right next to that. I supplied the 2 that existed. The one that did not exist, I did not supply. I saw Terry Noyes at the election. I told her that 9/26 doesn't exist. If she's messing up her dates, just tell me what the real date is, and we'll get that for her. But she has the ones that she requested that do exist.
What were the 3 dates?
You know, one was the 13th, February 13th. Let me see if I have that. I'll
And then,
tell you in a second.
February
The
13th
meeting
we
for
just
just before the
voted on.
deliberative
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
The 17th one you would ask me?
Oh, yes, and it was the day of the deliberative session.
Yeah, wasn't it the 17th?
What day was
Was
that, the deliberative session? For the deliberative session?
Back. Was it the 9th?
7th.
7th.
7th? That's
Ninth, wasn't it?
Hold on.
The 5th.
the 5th? Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the date because I told her that she was,
No.
she was present
No,
at that meeting.
that was the school deliberative session, and then we had the town deliberative session on the 9th, and
Right.
that was when we met before the meeting.
It was the
wasn't
9th?
And
School
after
de-
the
The
meeting.
school deliberative session was on the 5th.
Correct, but we didn't have a meeting on the 5th,
Right, we couldn't
remember?
have it, we had it the 9th before the meeting,
Correct,
and then
we
we
had
had
to-
one
Correct.
after.
You already got her the ones she needed,
Got her
right?
the,
So it was February 9th.
correct.
I was told you guys met after the delivery session of the school.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
No, we did not.
Chris-
Oh, they were
Chris
not
There was
didn't
nothing
allow-
posted.
Didn't get
Well,
posted.
that little bird was a cuckoo.
No, we did not meet afterwards.
Okay.
We might have had discussions on an agenda, when we're going to meet next, but there's no official meeting.
Well, I think we should set up some bylaws too, so we don't vote on any warrant articles till after the deliberate session.
Steve, just real quick, did you say February 13th or January 13th?
I don't think we
February.
can do that.
Because February 13th was a Sunday.
Yeah, you can.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
So it was January, yeah.
Okay, that stops the problem of them shipping it out.
Why don't you just ask Terry, she'll tell you in 3 days. I didn't write it down, it was just an FYI for everybody.
Can I bring up this, I was just looking up the budget
they
thing,
did.
and they have in here
Get used to it.
I'll never
Beat
get
my
used
head in the wall with the school.
I can't hear her.
So it's
wait
in
for-
their document,
get
that's what I
used to
got
it.
it from.
Okay.
So I didn't know if that needs to stay the same,
that's
because
fine.
that's what they submitted, or?
I'll tell you what I will do is, I will double check with Lisa Waterman downstairs, who made the request for Terry Noyes, and I
No,
will,
no, this is for the scoop in the minutes.
oh, yeah.
12 million
Talk about the minutes?
number?
The number is
Yeah,
correct.
because why I put in the minutes was what they gave me.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, but I'll make sure you have the exact 3 dates, so that there's no question about it.
Yeah.
It was just an FYI. Okay.
Know something, Greg? You were right.
Okay, next on the contract warrant, the teacher's contract was tied, I guess, 404 to 404, so it did not pass. There'll be a recount. The recount tentative date is for Wednesday.
Well, there was in the newspaper today that a recount, they lost by 1 vote.
No,
Was it tied?
There hasn't been a recount.
it was a tie.
Tie.
Did not pass by one
Okay.
vote.
Count
You
till we
needed
win.
one vote to pass.
Okay, I get you.
And
I didn't read the article.
Where does the board a recount, right?
Now,
Where's
the way
the recount going to be and
Should
what
have to
time?
pass by 2/3.
the way it works is that you have the Linda Roy, who's the clerk, everything has been sealed. Linda Roy, Mark Northridge, and the school board make the count. Linda Roy says tentatively they're looking for the 16th, and that could change.
Now, the school board makes the count?
Yeah. So what I did was,
Order recount.
what I did was I called the town attorney, Jim Sessler, and I asked him to be present for the recount.
Good.
Okay? And the reason, just for the record, the reason I'm doing it is not because I don't have any, it's not because I have a problem with the veracity of the people who are counting. It's just that we had a presidential election where something was half filled in. It had to be determined whether or not that was actually counted
Like
or
on the
not
hanging
counted.
chad.
And I think that there should be an independent party there, right, who has legal authority.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have they, that's up to the people that are counting, that board that's recounting, to accept or not accept that party, ain't it?
That's right.
Our
And if-
machines are pretty good.
Yeah, it's,
I've done recounts, it don't change.
I don't believe the town attorney has the authority over the school district. I don't,
No, it
but
doesn't.
it's up to the
He's just
moderator
there
to
to
determine whether or
observe.
not something is accepted. I don't think the town attorney is going to be able to say,
that's
yes,
what
that
I'm
vote
thinking.
counts and that
It's the
vote doesn't count.
No, but he could, if in fact the town, and this is all hypothetical, you understand, okay? If there is one that would be, by two normal people, would be in dispute, the attorney being there would be able to give the town some, some advice on what the town's position is on going forward one way or the other.
All you do in a recount is you line them up, and you count them, and you have two people counting the same ones. And I've done 2 recounts and none of them changed.
No, because our machines are fairly new, too.
They're the top of the line machines. They're newer than the ones when I did a recount.
Yeah.
so you see the ones that people didn't fill out too, right?
Oh, yeah, but they don't count.
Right, but I'm just saying, there's probably a lot that are blank.
There were 28.
28 blank?
Blank, see, you even know already how many were blank.
Mm-hmm.
The machine picks those up too, so, but you never know, and it doesn't
So
hurt to do it.
how
what
do
you
we
do,
get that
you have right-
information? I mean, how do you
have
know that there's
You have
28
absentee
blanks?
ballots. Number one, you have absentee.
Those are already in the machine.
Machine
Mm-hmm.
counts those.
Absentee ballots
But
get
how does he
opened
know
and
what
they're
the
run
machine
through the
counted?
machine.
Just go downstairs.
Because
and
there's
talk
a-
to the
When
town
they were
clerk.
counted that night,
There's a receipt
They didn't tell us that.
There's a receipt that comes out of the
at the end of the
machine
Machine.
that counts how many voted yes, how many voted no, and how many blanks there were. So that's all, I would say, public information.
Yeah.
And the
And you
absentee
just go downstairs
ballots
and
have
just
already
ask.
been counted. Because all we do, because usually if I'm not on the ballot, I do absentee ballots, and all we do is open the envelopes, take out the ballot, and run it through the machine.
I don't know, I'm pretty embarrassed with the number of people that voted.
I'm
I
disgusted
think
with the
that's
amount of
ridiculous.
people that didn't vote. There's no excuse.
That's right.
No
Right.
excuse at all.
And I'm not gonna listen to any complaints about it.
Nope.
You know, the people not gonna, that
Somebody,
didn't vote. got no
anybody calls my
room
house and wants to tell me, talk to me, first thing out of my mouth is gonna be, did you vote?
Vote.
If you did
well,
not,
it's-
sorry.
Okay, what I'd like to do is just move forward.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, public input? Hearing none. What I'd like to do is move on to the calendar. This is what we've done in the past. It's entirely, I tell you what, how about if I turn it over to you since...
For the calendar?
You should be in charge of the calendar, okay? It's kind of my personal calendar. I know a lot of it.
Spa treatment?
That's where we're going to discuss the business.
Yeah. So, do you want to make it, we meet once a month until we get into the budget season again and we take the summer off.
That
Do
would
you-
be fine.
Do you want to make it the same week every month?
Yes.
That's okay, yeah.
So what night, I was thinking the third week in the month.
Excuse me.
And what night?
And what night?
Make it Mondays.
What?
Don't make it
Yeah,
Mondays.
In the phone book, it's,
Okay, I can't,
Thursday.
Thursdays is the ZBA,
Or Tuesday.
is my ZBA meeting, so I can't...
That's the first.
That's the
It's
first.
the first
Yeah.
It says in the phone
Thursday
book,
of the
second-
month.
Second and
that's-
fourth Tuesday.
That's pretty much
Second and
just my
fourth
problem.
Tuesday? In the phone book?
For Budget Committee, yes.
We only need to meet once a month.
No,
though.
we
Yeah.
don't need
Yeah,
to.
now.
Right. So would Tuesday work? Or was third,
When are the school board meetings?
Which Tuesday?
First and third Tuesday.
first and third Tuesday?
Correct.
So what happens if
Alright.
we did the third Thursday of every month? Would that work?
I don't see a conflict with school board meetings.
Except for sometimes I'd like to be there.
There's no school board meetings then?
No.
On
Yeah,
the
Oh,
third
no,
Thursdays.
I'm saying,
Right.
yeah, okay,
It's, if we do the third Thursday of every month,
okay.
All right,
does that work?
well, we can try it and see what
Okay,
happens.
just,
for that.
I'm not
just,
sure when the planning board meets, but we can always meet downstairs.
you going on?
They're on the two, I don't know. My name went in the hat. There was three of us that get written in.
Oh, yeah.
And then your name goes in the hat and you get drawn.
Okay, the third Thursdays are this, on April, the third Thursday is the 14th. 14th.
Oh, no.
That's not good for me. That's not the third.
The third Thursday in April. is the
21st.
21st.
21st,
I'll be on a cruise.
Yeah,
and I won't be here, I'll be away.
okay. That's
No, I will be here. I'm leaving the next day.
Hmm.
I'm leaving.
And these meetings are going to be at 6 o'clock.
You want to make it that Tuesday instead?
6:30
Wait a minute,
or
wait a minute.
6?
Make them at
6:30 better.
6:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to our old time, so I'm not,
So what, Thursday the 21st doesn't work?
You know,
Usually-
20
It works.
It'll work, and it's at 6:30.
And then I'll do a calendar for them on. So it's April 21st.
May is the 19th,
Okay, May.
May 19th,
May 19th.
third Thursday, 1, 2, 3. The 16th of June,
Well, we don't have to.
we're
Well,
doing
when do you start taking the summer off?
June.
We usually
We
take
stop
June.
in May.
you take June,
June, July, August.
July, and August.
So we've only got 2 meetings.
Right.
Right.
21st,
So-
May.
So May, what's the third one?
19th.
19th.
And then we resume in September?
Yep.
Yep.
And then September, the third Thursday in September is the 15th. And by the time you get into October, you need two, you start need two.
All right,
Yep.
And we will work that out at a later date.
in September, because we'll find out when we're getting budgets.
You have that, Karen? Okay.
I move we adjourn.
Is there any other business? I'm sorry,
Oh.
you go ahead.
Motion to adjourn.
Before we,
Okay.
I was just wondering, well, the school wouldn't be able to comment, but now that we're in a default budget, have you done any discussion on how you're going to manage that with the town? What's going on with that?
When did we have a chance to meet yet?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Thursday, it was Tuesday. We're meeting next Tuesday to discuss
Tuesday
that.
evening, or is that considered a,
Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock.
and is that a workshop public, open to the public?
Yeah?
Last few years, they've managed default.
We've been in default so long that.
I know, I'm
It's
just wondering if
becoming
you
a
had any
natural
ideas, that's
state.
all. Oh, I was curious. Next Tuesday
I guess that
is,
we've seen from what the voters are saying that they want us to be tighter. Cut, cut,
Well,
cut.
I don't know.
Pretty
about
clear
that.
message there.
Passed most
They passed
of
the
our,
spending articles.
yeah, they passed almost, most
it's
of our warrant
screwing-
articles except for 3.
To screw
And
it
one
down.
of them was to sell the land.
And the other one.
That failed.
That failed.
was the-
By 3 votes. They didn't give the fire department their vehicle
Or the police
and the
station.
police station, and that was coming out of surplus.
And the secondhand fire truck, or secondhand truck for the fire chief, they didn't want to buy one of those.
Something that's really crazy
Screwed up.
is that the school turned down the contract so far, right? And they okayed a windmill.
Yes, yeah, that's a little.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing
That's what
I've
I
ever
mean,
seen in my
it's-
whole life.
but you know why?
We're gonna spend
Because
half
the
the money
windmill,
on a windmill.
but if you think about it, the windmill is something the kids are involved in. The contract is something that the
They're not
teachers are
involved
getting.
in it.
Not really, I mean,
They're
but they
not.
think they are.
They think they are,
Yeah,
but
They
it's
think they
over.
are, that's how it's
I don't
sold.
know what you say, they're still learning it.
Anything else?
No.
I still move to adjourn.
Any second? Adjourn.